Um, you know, my kind of personal story when I first heard about Bitcoin and the whole crypto space, um, I didn't act or jump on it right away, but I was trying to save a company, um, and that's the kind of thing I used to do was work with turnaround companies, and was too busy. But I remember early on listening to videos that going to YouTube and seeing Roger Ver talk about Bitcoin long before the fork wars, and so this is how I feel. This is he's able to articulate exactly how I feel about government and about the use case for Bitcoin and peer to peer transactions, and no third parties. He was able to articulate the stance that we need to take and the fight we need to take for liberty. And so, I want to say though I was listening to him 2014, 2015 in that that area, that arena. So he and Voorhees was another one of my favorites. Um, and you know, I said, "Wow, these are my peeps. This is how I feel." On the political matters and certainly matters of the state as well as matters of how money should be free from the state. And that was the beauty that Bitcoin was introducing to the world was we could have sound money without the state. And there was no better champion to talk about those things other than Roger. And still to this day, and like you've said over and over, and many have said, Aaron, that's why they're going after him is to shut him up, to quiet him, to you know put him in a spot where he is unable to speak, because it would be bad for his court case or whatever, which is the same as thing as locking him up. It's probably even more cruel because you don't know when that door is going to swing open and it's a SWAT team and say, okay, the extradition is happening now. And what a horrible way to live. Of course, being in a cell is worse, but it's a fine line between the two, isn't there?
It is.